It's time to set yourself free from clutter. But first, let's talk about the struggles, really. Let's talk about the struggles. Not many people are talking about it, and that's why I'm addressing it. There's a freedom that comes behind letting go of clutter. By talking about these struggles, we're going to take the fear out of decluttering so that you can start living the life that you want with less clutter. If that's something you want to do, stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome back to She Dynamic. Today we're going to be talking about the sad truth and struggles of decluttering. I'm going to mention 5 struggles when it comes to decluttering, and I'm going to give you 5 tips that's going to help you conquer those struggles. But we're not going to waste any more time, and we're going to go straight into the points. Number 1 struggle that I see a lot of people encounter when it comes to decluttering, including myself, especially if you're new at decluttering, is having an emotional attachment to your things. And this can be hard for anybody. So don't feel bad that you're attached to some of the things you have. Sometimes we hold on to things that we don't need or don't use because maybe there's a memory attached to it where maybe someone died or passed away and you feel like you're closer to that person by keeping that item. Or it could simply be something that you bought on a vacation and it was like the best vacation of your life and you want to remember that vacation by keeping that item, and it still doesn't serve any purpose, but you want to keep it because it reminds you of that vacation. It can go either way, but keeping boxes and boxes of items so that way you can keep the memory alive is not healthy for you, 1. And 2, it actually can help the healing process when you actually go through the items and get rid of them. There's a freedom that comes behind letting go of clutter. Struggle number 2 is thinking that one day I can use this item. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. I completely forgot about these. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. You know what? I'm not decluttering this. This is definitely a keeper. I'm gonna save this for next time. Maybe I'll be able to wear it sometime in the near future. They don't fit me anymore, but you know, maybe I'll lose some weight and they can fit again. My feet might shrink, you never know. Look, if you have not used that item in the last year, or let alone even know that the item still exists, only when you go and clean your room, you realize, oh, I forgot I had that item. It might be time to let it go because the chances of you using it in the near future is probably slim to none if you haven't used it in the last year, 2 years, 3 years. You'll be surprised how many times I'll keep things saying that, oh my gosh, you know what? I think I can use this item. Saying, oh, maybe I'll need it for this event, or maybe we can keep it because, you know what? It's not so bad. It's too cute to give away. Yes, you do want to get rid of it because it's not serving any purpose. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you know what? You're exaggerating. Okay, think about it like this. If you have only one item like that, maybe that can pass. But imagine if in every room you have in your house or every space in your life, you have at least 5 items that you say you're going to save for next time, or you might use it later, or you might need it later. It adds up, and guess what? The clutter builds. And that's not to mention the new things and new items that you're going to bring into your life that's going to pile up on top of the current so-called items you're going to use in the future. One tip that I can say that can help you get over this syndrome, or at least fight the struggle of decluttering those items, is making sure that as soon as you grab it, take it and put it in your box or put it in the trash bag that you're using to declutter. Another tip is having some accountability. If you have someone there with you, maybe a family or friend that you know that would be interested in those items, definitely have them involved. Have them come over, have a declutter party. Tell them, look, I'm having a declutter party and whatever I'm decluttering, if you want it, you can keep it. Struggle number 3 that we all can relate to is time. We always feel like there's not enough time. Like, time is just eluding us. We have so much things to do. We have to pick up the kids. We have to cook for our husband. We have to take care of the house. We have to go to work. We have to do 1,000 things, conquer the world, open a business. And guess what? We never have enough time to declutter. But one thing I can say is that if something is important to you and decluttering your life is important to you, you'll make time. And the number one tip I can say when it comes to actually making time is schedule maybe 20 minutes a day to declutter some of the items that you want to declutter. But make sure you cut out time to declutter, because the outcome of you decluttering is way greater than you not decluttering at all. The benefits that you're gonna reap from decluttering, such as being stress-free, having more energy to do other things than focusing on cleaning and cleaning around things you don't need, is pretty big. So if you think about the benefits of decluttering, you'll wanna make sure that you make more time. Struggle number 4, the pressure of getting it all done in one shot. I can't tell you how many times where I set out to declutter my whole house. And I said, okay, today I'm going to declutter the whole house. I'm gonna go room by room and I'm gonna declutter everything today. And what ended up happening is that I put way too much pressure to get it all done in one day, and I get discouraged when half the day is gone and I've only gotten half the house covered. So now I'm beating myself up. Now I'm stressing about getting it all done and putting way too much pressure on myself. And not only that, I'm not getting nothing else done that is important. Section out what you're going to do when it comes to decluttering and choose a time slot that you're going to get it done, but don't set out to do everything in one shot. What I suggest is going section by section, room by room, and dedicating a certain amount of time to get it done. So if you don't get done that whole house, but at least you get that section done and you can start planning for the next day to get the other section or the other room done. Number 5, the saddest truth when it comes to decluttering is that there's always going to be decluttering. There's always going to be clutter. There's always going to be something you need to get rid of. So the decluttering process is ongoing. It doesn't end once you declutter the whole house and you think that you're going to sit back, relax, sip margaritas, and you're set for life and you don't need to declutter anymore. Sorry to tell you, but it doesn't work that way. The main reason why I say this is because at the end of the day, there's always going to be something that you love now that you're not going to love later. There's always going to be something you're going to buy now that has a need or serves a purpose that won't serve a purpose later. So that's why it makes decluttering an ongoing process, because we change, we grow, and guess what? The things that we have that we bring into our lives, we outgrow them as well. So therefore, there's always going to be a constant a decluttering process, and you just have to stay on top of it. If you're not maintaining the decluttering process and keeping an eye on the things that you have around you that are not serving a purpose and getting rid of it, then you're gonna end up back in the same situation where you're struggling to declutter everything all at once. The main thing about living with clarity and some simplicity in a more minimalistic life is staying on top of the items that you don't need and getting rid of it right away and not letting it pile up. I'm not saying that you gotta make sure that everything in your house is gone. All I'm saying is just making sure that what you have or what you have in your life, whether it's in your house, your car, you're at work, make sure it's something that serves a value and that you actually love it. If you don't love it, don't have it. If you don't care to keep it, don't keep it. Get rid of it. And set yourself free from the bondage of holding on to stuff. At the end of the day, stuff is not going to bring you money. Stuff is not going to make you happy. And stuff is not going to take you down the path of minimalism that you would like, or the journey of living a more simple life. That's just the hard truth. If you're a new beginner when it comes to decluttering, definitely keep these tips in mind before you start the decluttering process, so that way when it does come about, you know how to tackle that situation and get straight into the process of decluttering. If you're already someone who's familiar with decluttering, I'm sure that there's more tips that you have that you can provide in the comments to those who need it. So if you have any comments or anything you want to add to this video in regards to some of the struggles we encounter with decluttering, please share those tips because I'm sure there's others who would love to hear it. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you found this video helpful, be sure to share it with somebody